Yo, Everyday Superpower signing in, locking the doors. We're talking about communication today, alright? Talk about dating, relationships, romance, all of that good stuff. And we're going to be using a principle that is discussed and utilized in. Don't get me wrong, I'm hardly a pickup artist, but this is within the realms of pickup artistry. This is discussed often, and I think it would be a worthwhile discussion and topic on this channel, given that we talk about communications and, topics in regards to intersexual relation is good. You know what I mean? Any open sort of discussion we have in regards to the topic tends to do pretty well, and it's all food for thought, right? We all want to do well, and we all want to, meet someone good, right? So this is in regards to communication with the fairer sex. In particular, it's speaking on men talking to women. All right, so for the 0.27 female watchers of this channel, I do apologise, but there might be some good tidbits in this in regards to your own life and lifestyle and whatever you're interested in. So we're talking about value as a man, and we're talking about demonstrating value. So this is a theory that is discussed predominantly within these dating circles for men, and some people seem to, emphasize it a little to a degree where it comes across as overcompensation, in my personal opinion. I don't think you have to go out of your way to, showcase your value and demonstrate your value to such a high degree that you're just completely blabbering and trying to show off and trying to, it's just really too fluffy. You want to be listening to her and essentially get her to qualify herself for you as opposed to the vice versa. Sometimes it's better for you to just shut up and listen and react as opposed to always trying to, show off and make yourself seem to be more than what you are. I think that's actually really detrimental. But we're talking about demonstrating value. Okay, now this can come in two forms essentially. It can come in the verbal. You are verbally demonstrating your value. You can drop something in conversation. You can, just overtly state what you're worth in a particular field, or who you know, or what you know, and so on and so forth. Or you could demonstrate it through reality, which might be preferable, although you can still, hire a car as opposed to actually owning it yourself. It depends on how you choose to demonstrate it. So some will dress smart, wear designer clothes, you're demonstrating your value by having nice straight white teeth and a smart haircut and so on and so forth. It all goes hand in hand. All of these different topics and theories, it all sort of comes together in one package, right? So demonstrating value in a verbal sense would be we're engaging in conversation and you just happen to slip in conversation that you've been interrailing in Europe as of recent. You've gone on to travel. Now, whether you've done that intentionally, completely outside of the box, or whether it, cooperates with the conversation and the communication you're having initially, it varies, but preferably you're able to link it itself with the conversation you're having, because I don't think there's much need to just start blurting out who you are and what you do, like it's a job interview. I think it would be a little bit needy of you to do so. So as far as demonstrating your value, it should come so natural that it just tends to happen within your conversation. You are demonstrating your value as a man when you inquire with her and listen to her. And as we've discussed on prior videos, come on, when you're trying to entertain people, when you're trying to create friendships and bonds and stuff, nobody really wants to hear about you. They really want somebody who listens to them purely, as everyone talks about themselves. So as you ask questions and inquire, naturally, it's going to come to a standpoint where she is having to demonstrate value to you in order to win you over. So she will be giving you insights on her life and her character and her travels and so on and so forth, which will, be used as a way to wow you, because she thinks it's impressive. She thinks it's cool. She loves who she is because she lives in her own head. So, by default, just by asking questions and turning the conversation on its head, instead of just living inside your own skin and brain and just blurting out, hi, I'm this person and I do that and this is who I am and this is my friend and this is everyone and everything about me. You say, tell me about yourself. What are you doing? Where have you been? Who are you? And then, naturally, they have to demonstrate value to you. And they will be doing so without even considering they are doing so, purely as they won't talk about the mundanities of their life unless they are a boring person, unless they literally don't do anything. If they've got somebody they want to talk to about things they are genuinely excited about, which you will push along because you also will be incredibly, genuinely excited and involved with getting to know this person, yeah? Winning friends, persuading people, yeah? It will come natural that she will discuss everything she loves and is passionate about and look for the appropriate and likewise vibration in the reaction of yourself. So you won't brush it off. People say, oh, you got to be mean to women and all this and that. Oh, you've got to act aloof and all this and that. Come on. I completely, for the most part, I disagree about that. I think that's the long game. I think if you just want to make friends with people and cooperate, oh, well, a friend isn't a romantic partner. If you're on a date, you're on a date, yeah? Two friends don't go on to dates, all right? So you've already bypassed the friend zone, in my personal opinion. Now you're getting to know each other and you become comfortable within each other's space, and it's definitely optimal. And, truth be told, it's in pimp position for you to be atop and have her qualify herself to you as opposed to the vice versa. She should be demonstrating value to you, especially considering you're the man, you're the king, you're the head of the household in a perfect world, yeah? You're the president of the United States of America. You are the Prime Minister in England. You are the king of all these other foreign countries. At this current moment in time, people say we live in a patriarchy. So how about you act like it and put yourself first and foremost and at the top and have her qualify herself to you. You don't have to demonstrate value. If you're already on a date, you've got your foot in the door, right? Now, let's talk about demonstrating value on a external basis. So you don't have to open your mouth to demonstrate that you're confident, because you'll hold it in your body language. Your nonverbal communication will radiate that. Given that you're feeling good, it'll completely depend on your state of mind and the circumstance and the context and, the congruence with your state of mind and so forth. But catch you at the right time and then you're demonstrating value by default. If you want to dress up smart, which you will do on your date, you'll make sure you look pristine, okay? Within reason. I wouldn't go over the top and try to look too flush. I mean, I used to do that. I used to dress up like I was somebody I wasn't. And I didn't feel comfortable personally. And if I don't feel comfortable, then my body language is going to reflect that. And my communication subconsciously is going to be lesser, right? But you put in a little bit of effort, so you're demonstrating value. Not only that, but you're demonstrating consideration to the fact that you are prioritizing this little moment of your time to, meeting this potential suitor. I think it's a brilliant thing. And that's it, really. Demonstrating value. I sort of just riffed on it a little bit. But, you'll have people who go out and think that it's about... I think I can talk for a little longer. Hopefully my phone battery doesn't die. But people go out there think that you have to turn up and then just lie to people. I've seen these men who record themselves going out and speaking to women and some of them pride themselves on how great they are, but they're not honest people. And as a man, I can't respect that, you know. They talk about numbers and all this and that, and, you know, sort of pride themselves on being a professional within the field, but I don't deem a liar and a cheat a professional. I don't deem that a man, personally. So you'll have these people go up and say, I am this and I am that, and pretend to be something they're not, in order to wow a girl. And if you are, you know, cunning enough to lie yourself into a one-night stand with a woman, well, that's fair enough. But to me, that's a little bit shallow, you know. It's like a very empty shell of a soul of a person who needs to do that, because you are able to look inside yourself, understand how brilliant you are, and look into the other person and find their positive qualities and have genuine quality engagement, and not waste your time lying, pretending to be somebody else, because nobody should be sitting there on a date at the very least for half an hour just lying, pretending to be someone they're not. So don't go out of your way to demonstrate your value via pumping up, you know, things that might not necessarily exist, or sort of go out of your way to, you know, put forward things that don't need to be said, really. You know, there's these tricks and techniques and, you know, guidelines as to how you efficiently communicate with women on dates and stuff that this community discusses. But if you can avoid half of it, you can avoid half of it. You know what I mean? You don't have to tick every single box. Sun Tzu in The Art of War spoke of the perfect war being one which you don't need to fight. If you don't need to start bigging your chest up and saying this and that, don't do it. You'll come across as over, you know what I mean, overcompensating and just sort of talking to talk. Get involved with them. Listen to them. You're there to see them. All right. You're not there to splurge all over the place and let your ego sing. You know, that shit needs killing. That shit needs killing. That's not genuine. So that's my opinion on that. But if you do happen to go up and you have something valuable to add to the conversation, which does not only add to the conversation and communication and give a response to what she's saying, if it does sort of indirectly highlight your character in a positive light and apply, you know, how you are alike, and it mirrors her in some way, because as we know, what she likes is beautiful because she's decided to like it. It's within her character to like what she likes. So if you by chance happen to like what she likes, it's worthwhile to emphasize that and highlight that, you know? Oh, you've been to Canada. Yeah, I've been to Canada. I was over there for 2 weeks. It's really beautiful. Where did you go? Oh, you went there? Yeah, I went there. I did this. All right. I stayed at a pretty smart hotel. I don't know how we pulled it off, to be honest with you, but yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. We got to see the sights and so on and so forth. You're demonstrating value because you are highlighting that you're travelled, and you're highlighting that you are alike, and you're highlighting, you know, positive, feel-good communication as opposed to, you know, going out of your way to talk about how big your bench press is in the gym, and how much money you've got in your bank account and stuff like that, which just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It wasn't part of the conversation. It shouldn't be part of the conversation. It'd speak for itself within the way you hold yourself and who you are as a man. If you believe you should be there on that date, and you believe that you are a good match, and you do believe genuinely that you are worth something, no one needs to speak about it, right? It's insecurity. And that's my little talk in regards to demonstrating value. So just to sum it up, I don't think you should overtly and consciously go out of your way to demonstrate value. It should be considered and applied when necessary, but in a perfect world, i.e. on your dates, as she's already submitted to the fact that you're going on a date, so you've arranged a plan and she said yes, you are already chosen, right? Remember that. This is a one-to-one date, you and her. Get her to qualify herself to you. You're the man. You're the man. Do your best. I'm signing out.